20th century in racing pigeons, in homers, and all varieties you can think of. The man who spearheaded this event was Clarence E. Twombly. And if you think, I'll never come across him, yes you will. Every time you go into City Hall to pay a bill, or lucky you, go to a council meeting. In the front hall of City Hall, there are plaques and all this who did what and where. So look, immediately when you come in, look on the right, because an alderman in the 1930s was C.E. Twombly, our pigeon guy. So there he is, immortalized that way. What he did come up with was something called the Pigeon News. Don't laugh. That's not it. The Pigeon News, which, because if you're interested in pigeons, this is essential. And don't forget, this is a time when we don't have digital anything. There's no TV, there's no whatever, so pigeons became a huge interest here in Medford. Homing pigeons, what did they do? The owners would take their pigeons on the train and go places, then to release the pigeons to see how long it would take for the pigeons to get back. Can you picture this? All right. They went into different styles. And I'll pass this around. Remember, this is an antique, this is an antique. But I'd like you to see some of the different types of pigeons that people were interested in owning. My favorites are the tumblers, which if you release them, up they would go. And in order to get back down, they'd somersault. Who knew? So, Clarence Twombly and his Pigeon News magazine. He had two sons who went into the major leagues. And one played for the Baltimore Orioles. Of course he did.
What year was that?
This was in 1926.
Okay, there was no Major League Baltimore Orioles in 1926.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know that, but you'll have to argue with me.
No, there wasn't.
Okay.
It's
Nope, the historian. All right. And then to have a personal interest, I will pass these around to. This is Walter. I had Walter Pigeon, get it? Walter. And she had fallen, it's a she, I found out because she was laying eggs. She fell out of a tree as a young'un, and I picked her up and I said she'll never survive, and I had her for 12 years. She couldn't fly much. We tried lessons on the stairs, like think, and then go this, and then it started moving. But she was a hell of a walker, because she would accompany me to the laundry room and walk up and down the stairs, and she was a great friend of my cat, Kitty Hawk. And she would chase Kitty Hawk around. So she established herself as the alpha animal. So